In Exodus chapter 11, we are nearing the end of this conflict between the Israelites and the Egyptians, where Pharaoh is essentially holding them hostage in slavery. And God has clearly defined and said, hey, you can't do that. You need to let my people go. And when we get to chapter 11, we see this final plague, and it's the plague against the firstborn. And in the Egyptian culture, like, life was so important to them. And God is about to make it really clear that He is the one that holds life and death. He is the one who decides ultimate fate and judgment, and that it isn't about like what they do or what they try to manufacture, how they try to work things out. And we see this interesting thing that has actually shown up in 3 or 4 of the other plagues already. It's this clear distinction between the Israelites and the Egyptians, where God withholds His judgment. He withholds the plague from the Israelites, but the Egyptians get the full force of it. We see this multiple times throughout these plagues. And when we get to chapter 11, verse 7, it says this: "But among the Israelites, it will be so peaceful that not even a dog will bark. Then you will know that the Lord makes a distinction between the Egyptians and the Israelites." God is saying, hey, the Israelites are my people. And I have told you very clearly, let my people go. And you are not listening. And you are about to find out that I make a distinction, that I stand up for, that I support, that I come alongside my people. Man, is that a cool reminder to us? Like, as believers, if you make this decision to put your faith and trust in the creator of the universe, in God, because of the sacrifice of Jesus, we get grafted in. We become inheritance of the kingdom, right? We become heirs to the throne. And God says, hey, there is a distinction, and everyone is going to know it. This isn't just about blessing and cursing. This isn't just about favor. And this is definitely not the prosperity gospel. But God is saying, like, hey, I call you mine. And there's a distinction between when I call you mine and when I don't. And you can't do anything to manufacture that label on your own. I am the one, God is saying, I am the one who ultimately holds life and death. I am the one that makes that decision, not something based on what you do or what you say or how you act. You can't do that on your own merit. I am the one that ultimately decides that. And we see this, a representation of this, even all the way back in Exodus chapter 11, that God says, there's a distinction, but I call you mine. Do something to make today count.